Ladies and gentlemen, imagine this. This is me, after weeks of sleeping only 6 hours a night. And this is my brother, who always gets his full 8 hours. At first glance, you might think he must be the healthier one. But the surprising truth is, I felt more alert, more energized, and even happier. So the question is, do we really need 8 hours of sleep every single night? We've all been taught the same thing. 8 hours of sleep is the key to health and success. That is true, but it is not the whole truth. Studies show that most people need between 7 and 9 hours to perform at their best. But there are exceptions. Some people carry a rare genetic mutation. They can sleep just 4 to 6 hours and still wake up sharp, creative, and full of energy. But most of us are not one of them. If you suddenly cut your sleep from 8 hours to 5, your body floods with stress hormones. You may feel awake for a while, but inside you are breaking down. So the real issue is not how many hours we sleep, but the quality of the sleep we get. Think of sleep as a symphony. It is not a straight line. It is a series of cycles, each lasting about 90 minutes. And within those cycles, there are two golden movements. Deep sleep. When the body repairs itself, immunity is strengthened, the brain is cleansed. REM sleep. When memories are stored, emotions are processed, creativity is unleashed. When you cut sleep short, you cut out the most precious parts of the symphony. So, what do? Not sleep more, but sleep better. I began with small habits, avoiding caffeine, alcohol, nicotine. No heavy meals, no late-night screens, going to bed and waking up at the same time. Then I turned sleep into a kind of ritual. A warm shower, a few slow breaths, 6 minutes of reading, gentle stretching or yoga, and sometimes a practice called non-sleep deep rest, a state where the brain hovers just at the edge of sleep, deeply restorative. And little by little, 6 hours of sleep began to feel like 8. But sleep is only half the story. The other half begins the moment you wake up. If sleep is strategy, then morning is the battlefield. As soon as I wake, 2 glasses of water. Step outside into natural light, even on a cloudy day. Move, push-ups, jumping, dancing, whatever wakes the nervous system. And finally, breakfast rich in protein. Small things that change the entire rhythm of the day. But let me be clear, this is not magic. You cannot live on 4 hours of sleep forever. Sleep debt will always catch up with your hormones, your emotions, your memory. What I have shared today is not an excuse to neglect rest. It is simply an emergency toolkit, a way to survive those sleepless nights without collapsing at your desk. So let me leave you with a question. What is the fewest hours of sleep you have ever had and still had to face a full day ahead? Think about it, because sometimes it is not about the time we are given, but about how we value it and how we use it. Sleep is not just rest. Sleep is a strategy for life. Thank you.